In 1939, the several million gallons per day the old pumps could process weren't enough for the growing city of Raleigh. So Raleigh used WPA funding and city bonds to raise money for its first true water treatment plant, the Bain plant right next to the old pump house. The builders even brought the plant online without interrupting the water supply.
As far as the treatment of the water, it's pretty basic treatment. They brought the water in, they added alum to it. The water went through some sedimentation basins, which are outside the building, to give the water an opportunity to coagulate and settle.
That is, the alum helped impurities coagulate and settle out, and the clarified water would continue on.
Then that water would flow into the filters, the filter beds here to our left, and they were multimedia filters, which had gravel, sand, and a anthracite material on top of it. The water was filtered through that. Chlorine was added. The water then dropped down into a flume, and the water then went to the clear wells. And then from the clear wells, it came back into the structure here, into the pump well, then it was pumped into Raleigh.
Then, as now, workers in the plant's lab regularly tested the water to make sure it was safe. But the plant offered something more than just clean water.
It just said something different about a water treatment plant than nowadays. I think the fact that it was so ornate, the interior, that it said, you know, that this is an important thing to the city. It's an important thing to the whole base of the city, the economy of it, and everything else. To make it so that it was impressive, and when you came in, you were impressed. I mean, you still are impressed when you walk in the front door into the lobby, because it's just so, it's powerful. It's just, it gives you a good sense of what they were trying to express.
They were trying to express that clean water is vital to the function of a city, and that providing it was a noble undertaking. The Bain plant could pump 8 million gallons per day and expanded to 20 million before it was done. But that water had to come from somewhere. So in 1952 and 1956, Raleigh built 2 more reservoirs on the Swift Creek, whose 3 billion gallons of retained water could slake the growing city's thirst. But even a fine plant with up-to-date technology can keep up only so long. Raleigh's population neared 50,000 when it built the Bain plant. 20 years later, it neared 100,000, and Raleigh built a new water plant, leaving the Bain plant to molder. But while a new plant can pump more water, the problem is even the reservoirs couldn't make the creeks flow faster.
See, a city of 100,000 people will easily drink up that 20 million gallons per day of water. And 20 million gallons per day equals about 35 cubic feet per second of stream flow.
Walnut Creek, which feeds the smaller 2 of the city's reservoirs, often runs at only about the 20 cubic feet per second you see right now. Swift Creek, which feeds the other 2, often doesn't run much higher. Raleigh had to think of something before it drank itself dry. Raleigh turned north to the Neuse River.